Welcome to the Site 65 podcast. I'm your host, Robert Tomato Peterson, and who is interrupting me while I'm doing my introduction is Chase. Chase, I swear to God, I'm going to flog you. Anyways, welcome to the Site 65 podcast. I'm your host, Robert Tomato Peterson, and with me, we have a gaggle of people. We have C.I. Knox.
Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between.
Knox, it's been a while since you've hosted. You've seemingly been busy.
I have been, yes. I've been trying to attain back the rank of Major Commander because those twats demoted me. What else have I been done? I've been getting into some other shit, but keep on listening and you might find out later if I'm feeling fun.
All right, fair enough. Joining us for the first time, we have Consultant Hartman.
Shalom.
And also joining us for, I believe, the first time, we have E11 Lance Corporal Chase.
Hello, guys.
Welcome. We're very glad to have you two here. And Knox has been a regular host for a while, so I know it's weird for an E11 and a consultant to be talking to a CI randomly, but Knox is sort of kind of maybe trusted. He does have a penchant for eating people, but I mean that's like apparently most of CI. So we'll just deal with that as we go. But let me do my opening spiel first. First off, we're coming up on the end of 2024, and I just want to say to everyone listening, thank you. It has been a very successful year for the podcast. We've had lots of fun recording these episodes, lots of new people hosting, lots of feedback, lots of, I guess, viewership. I looked at our Spotify Wrapped statistics, and viewership was up 999%. So that's pretty good. I think, yeah, we've had a lot of listeners, a lot of plays of the episodes, and I'm very happy for it. So thank you very much. If you don't know already, or maybe this is your first time listening, we're found on YouTube and Spotify. We were on Apple Podcasts, but I don't think anyone actually used it. So I got rid of the subscription for that. If you want it back, let me know and I'll pay it. But, you know. You could also donate to the podcast if you want to. There's a link attached to each episode, and you could just support us if you want to. Buy us pizzas. They're only $1 each, so go nuts. Yeah, that's my spiel. Nux.
Hi. Is
Do
anyone
you
even
eat pizza?
Do I eat pizza? Depends on the toppings.
I figured that would be your answer.
Of course.
So let's start with Hartman. Hartman.
Yes, sir.
So we have sort of a thing where when people are new to the podcast or haven't hosted before, we ask them a couple questions. So my first question to you is, how did you end up at the foundation? You don't have to, if you can't tell us specifics, you know, like if stuff is redacted or whatever, you don't have to tell us.
I can get into that a little bit. It's So my old man, good old Daddy-O, was a radiation officer. He dealt with radioactive entities within the Foundation, and it was a cover at he was at what was the name of that Long Island nuclear station.
I have no idea.
I can't remember the actual name of it.
Is this some American joke that I don't understand, or?
Probably. In this case,
no, so
probably.
He was a radiation officer. He dealt with radioactive entities at. There was a site in Long Island on I think it was literally just called like Mile Long Island Nuclear Power Plant or something, and there was a breach there, as evidenced by early 2000s when they almost had a meltdown there.
Wait, are you talking about 3 Mile Island?
3 Mile Island. Sorry. Yes.
Okay, yeah, it just clicked for a second.
Yeah, old man was a radioactive researcher there, and became horribly deformed, and I made it my mission to join the Foundation. I knew a little bit of it as a kid growing up. Yeah, of course, there's only so much he could have told me. I mean, the cover was that he was a radiation safety officer, and good old mom was just in the Navy, so she was just gallivanting around the world. And I grew up. I joined the military at 17, and was in 2 IED explosions, and I got forced out of the military. And long story short, I got picked up by the foundation, and they are giving me the avenue to assist in research to see if we can. I'm trying to help dear old dad out.
Isn't that just so wholesome, God? Well, tragically, you chose the wrong GOI, because they're not going to help you with shit. I feel like you had a better chance of the GOC, even.
Well, I feel like the GOC would just kill him.
What, you think the United Nations would kill him? Trust me, I deal with a lot of the different wankers, and I can tell you right now, if there's one place that won't kill them, it's not the GOC. They won't kill them. The Foundation, on the other hand, they'd fucking put them in a box all day, barely give them any food or water, and then kill them.
We need to protect the public from these entities.
Is that not the United Nations job? The Foundation locks away anomalies in boxes all day. You don't care about people now. You just care about hosting the world's biggest museum ever.
So honestly, I mean, as long as you wear a radiation suit, you can visit him. You can still walk around. He's not violent. He's just super radioactive.
Yes, and that is valid, but the Foundation is still very susceptible to killing even the most friendly of creatures because of their morbid curiosity.
This coming from the man that just raided a Foundation facility and probably killed people.
Change.
That is true. Reports were circulating that CI was raiding the Foundation.
Change is radical, my friends, and the means justify the ends. Do they not?
No.
That's
you killed a lot of researchers.
Very utilitarian, sir.
And those researchers torture SCPs with gruesome deaths. They have chosen wrong. They could have joined the GOC. They are not ill-begotten like the Foundation. They could have joined the church. They could have joined the Manor Charitable Foundation, but instead they decide that they would rather stay back, test on their little things in museums, and arduously torture them instead of doing something good for this world. Oh, how the tragedy.
Well, let's not get too deep into that for the time being. Consultant, if you're able to tell us, how did you end up as a consultant? Like, what did you do before that? Because I'm guessing you weren't just brought in as a consultant.
No, so I always had an inkling. I attempted nursing school when I got out of high school, but I was also in the military, and I couldn't balance it. So when I got out of the military, when the Foundation approached me with this offer of employment, they said, "Hey, we know you had an interest in this. You have the aptitude for it. We have our own internal medical department, and we're going to offer to send you to medical school." I said, "Okay." I was like, how could I refuse that?
Mm-hmm.
And slowly but surely, I've worked my way up from being a nurse, and then I was helping out in the pharmaceuticals for a little while, and then I was off with research department for a little bit, and we were researching the helpful effects of 999 on hunger, and slowly but surely, I've just clawed my way up. And one day, my director said, "Hey, you're doing pretty good. You're around all the time, pretty engaged." She was like, "Hey, why don't you put in an application for consultant?" So I did, and that's how I got here.
Wonderful. Well, we're very happy to have you here.
I'm not.
Knox. Anyways, we're gonna move over to Chase now. Mr. E11 Lance Corporal Chase.
Hello, guys.
Hello. So I'm gonna pose the same 2 questions to you. Number 1, how did you end up at the Foundation?
Okay, so around 15 years old, I was in love with guns. I loved the military. but sadly, both of my parents died in a terrible accident, and me and my brother, we both love guns. We found out how to live by ourselves, and once I decided to join the military as a Marine, and I was around the rank of, I think, sergeant, and then these people, don't know who they were, walked up to me and asked, "Do you want to be a part of a special operations regiment?" And I just got taken in, and I've been in E11 ever since, and it's going good.
Fair enough. I'm always curious how people end up where they end up in the Foundation. And yeah. So that's kind of cool that you were just kind of picked up and brought in.
Yeah.
Didn't have to like try out or anything. Didn't have to like go through any big trials and tribulations. Just like, yeah, you're good enough.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
How ill-begotten do you think it is that the Foundation are stealing men from the army, people who protect their home nation and do well for a great cause? They take those people and they take them for their own use to fight a war that they should not be fighting.
What I think about it is, I wanted to be in this. I wanted to protect the world internally, where people don't know like this. What I do now, I protect the world from SCPs, from getting out of their cells and getting out. And I love my job, and there's nothing I will even say. I would never back down my job for anything.
Surely, if you want to protect the world from anomalies, you would kill them, right? Prevent them from being a threat. They are incredibly hostile. Some, like 682, of course you can't kill. They're basically an immortal god, but others, irrational, harmful, ill-begotten, surely you should join the GOC and do some good by killing them, should you not?
Well, I don't believe in what the UN do. They just kill them. We use research to figure out what they do and what's wrong with them and how dangerous they are. If they're not that dangerous, then they can stay at a class level that's safe. You know? But the more dangerous SCPs have to be contained somehow. They can't just be out in the open. They could get killed and we just don't know it. They get killed, they could get maybe revived somehow, we don't know. We'd rather have them in the containment cell where they can be safe, not really safe, but make sure they can't breach and make sure people can't take them from us either.
So, you believe that SCPs, the evil anomalies like 9,000 zombies, is what they are. They eat on flesh. They are nothing. They are from another place outside of here.
Not you eat flesh.
Hey, I do it for a purpose. They do not, and they are rabid animals. They are rabid, and you believe they deserve to live. For what purpose? Would it not be security truly to kill them?
I believe that they deserve to be researched. When you guys use them, you use them to hurt us and weaponize them. We don't do that. We research them.
Speaking of research, can I talk about a 682 test I did recently?
Yes.
I may or may not have showed up on site a few weeks ago and just said, hey, I have a plan, and we're going to have to do this test. And site administration was very upset that I just kind of walked back onto site after months of being off. And I proceeded to go to 682's chamber, where I'm not going to say who, but I have some insiders in the Foundation who helped me out. And we may or may not have set up a particle collider inside of 682's containment chamber. And we may or may not have blasted 682 with protons and electrons flying at supersonic speeds. And we may or may not have misappropriated $2.6 billion of the O5's money.
Oh my goodness.
How do you do this shit, okay? Not even I can get my morons to do this. And you just kinda happened to build, what, a fucking particle accelerator or nuclear bomb?
I mean, Nox, if you ask nicely, I'll give you a copy of the Foundation credit card.
I'm not going to bend the knee to you.
Fair enough. No money for you. Yeah, site administration was very not happy with me. However, the results were fascinating. 682 was blasted with particles at supersonic speed, and he proceeded to grow in size and then shrink in size very rapidly. Miniature explosions went off. The particle collider was destroyed. A few people got killed in the explosion, and a few people got radiation poisoning from particles being flung at their bodies. I approached 682 afterwards, and 682 seemed to not know anything. He was in a state of amnesia. He didn't seem angry at humans. He didn't seem mad at us. He didn't seem to know who I was. This lasted for approximately 2 hours until 682 eventually started to get hungry. We tried feeding him some veggies. 682 did not like the veggies, and he proceeded to munch on a janitor.
Oh,
This led to his memory coming back, and 682 was back to normal.
yeah. I don't think I was at the site at the time. I think I was dealing with another breach. I think it was in California. I was dealing with something over there, so I wasn't at the site during when this happened. So I really didn't know about it until right now. Think my lieutenant said something about it to me.
Yeah, site administration was not happy that I took that money from them, but then again, they have trillions of dollars, so I don't know what they're complaining about.
Literally a drop in the bucket.
Yeah, I don't know. You'd think with all that money they'd be able to pay research more, but that's just what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't know. Nox,
feel
I have a
like
question
you're
for you.
all fools. Ask, my good sir.
Do you want any deep fried 682 legs? I still have some in my fridge.
Have you ever tried 682? It tastes awful.
Yeah, I deep fried them.
Yeah, it does not taste very nice. I mean, hell, have you seen him? He's like a slimy, acidic little alligator. Every single time
Yeah,
you
but
eat them, it
yeah, but the
feels
French
so
eat frog legs.
repulsive.
I figured it'd be the same thing.
Yeah, you leave the French alone.
I wasn't saying anything bad about the French. I'm just saying they eat frog legs.
We do not discuss the French here, okay?
What's wrong with the French?
We do not talk about the French here, okay?
What?
Why not?
They're
We have
very
people-
problematic individuals, to say the least.
We have Foundation members who are in France right now listening to this.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry for their loss, then.
What?
What do you mean?
Putain la grandeur.
Oh, Lord.
I don't know what you just said.
But yes, 682, having tried it in a few different ways, not the nicest. I'll stick to my basic human flesh and legs.
That's the problem with you, Nox, is that you just eat people. We're trying to break you off for these dietary restrictions that you've imposed on yourself.
How is it a problem, truly? You lock SCPs away in boxes all day, you give D-class.
Nox, that can't be your
SCPs to
answer
be
to
murdered.
everything. This is the sun
Nox,
blue.
what do you
is the
use
sun
them?
blue or yellow? Well, you lock SCPs away. That's
True.
not an answer.
It is a cuisine
Nox, what do you
choice,
use them for?
and it allows us to attain great power beyond what we believe. You ever know why cannibalism is frowned upon? It is because Tomato Peterson, that cannibalism allows us to unlock great potential within us all that wants to be withheld.
I'm not going to condone the eating of people.
I do not condone locking away SCPs in boxes all day and
Is
giving
this,
sacrifices to the evil anomalies of the world.
Is this special power that you get from eating people called Kuru disease? Because you get Kuru disease from eating people.
Yeah.
Oh no, of course not. No. There is much more in the anomalous world than diseases from human flesh.
Wait, so are you eating regular humans or like anomalous humans? Or anomalous humanoids?
Both are edible. Who cares? If I had a
Yep.
thaumaturgist in front of my plate, I would eat him the same as a normal Foundation man.
I am
Good.
deeply disturbed.
I have a question for you, CI.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a problem with us capturing SCPs, then what do you use them for?
What do we use them for? What do we use them for. Well, we don't really contain the sentient ones. Every single time we steal one, it's mostly inanimate. 294, the coffee machine. 409, the crystal. 1025, the book. We all steal those ones, but when we do get our hands on a living one, we have a chat with it. We treat it well, we feed it, we give it water. We do not treat it ill-begottenly the same as you do, where you take the type grains. Have you seen their containment cell? They're trapped in a box all day. Nothing but a blanket and a pillow.
I mean, to be
To be
fair,
fair-
049 doesn't even get a pillow, so they should be
Well,
happy.
there's many times where I have did maintenance on Type Green myself, and I have asked what Type Green would like. I've requested him to get a TV, more books, and stuff like that. So you can't say we're not taking care of them when we're trying to take care of the sentient.
Do you know how many
ones.
times I've heard that? Oh, we asked them what they want and we're working on it. I can tell you right now about what? How many years? How many? 1.5? Maybe a wee bit more. I remember I was there as a deep cover when 049 requested for a better cell to have sterilization tools, to have a pillow, to be nice. And oh, what does he get many a tough time later? Nothing. He gets nothing at all.
Knox, I think I'm going to bring you before the 05 and have you talk to them about the conditions of the SCPs. You bring up a good point about 049.
I bring up a good point about lots of things. Oh, and the 05.
Eh.
So ill-begotten and blinded by power.
Well, with that, we've reached roughly 25 minutes, so I would like to end off this episode for the time being, if that's okay with you guys, unless you have anything else important you want to say.
I have nothing more
No.
to speak, nothing more to say.
Hartman, anything?
No, we're good.
Okay. Just a couple things going forward. Sorry for the break in episodes. It's getting to the holidays here, and people are just not able to host, and the foundation has stuff going on, CI has stuff going on, and GOC has stuff going on. So there's just stuff going on. Can't really have everyone host whenever we want to. So sorry for that little break. I believe. Let me check my calendar. I believe. Let's see. The next episode we're going to do is just after Christmas. So we'll do a wrap up of the year and talk about, everything that's happened. What were you going to say, Hartman?
Do you know what my secret is to a stress-free Christmas season?
What is it?
I'm Jewish.
Drugs.
Oh. I thought you were going to say alcohol.
Well,
No, that's fine.
Little Italian liqueur in my coffee. It makes really good. You sit there, you watch a football game. Perfect.
Wonderful. So next episode will be just after Christmas, but before New Year's. Unless we do a Christmas episode randomly. If people are available, we might do one. Just talk about Christmassy shit at the site. But other than that, look forward to that. Like I said, we're available on YouTube and Spotify. You can donate to the podcast if you want to keep us going. It's not required. It just helps us, get by. Knox, anything you'd like to say to the nice people?
Nothing more, nothing less.
Hartman, anything you'd like to say to the nice people?
No, I think I've said everything. Yeah.
All right, and Chase, anything you'd like to say to the nice people?
Yes, I do. I hope you guys have a great holiday season. Hope you guys have a great day and a great weekend, whatever you're going on right now. Great night, whatever. Hope you guys have a great day in general. Have a great night, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah,
All right,
thanks.
so this has been the Site 65 podcast. I've been your host, Robert Tomato Peterson. Thank you very much for listening, and have a wonderful day.